Faster, further, 3 hours, 45 minutes or bust. For my next marathon, I want to run a sub 3 hours and 45 minutes or better. And this is how I'm going to do it. My whole training plan, it is going to be 28 weeks. Intentionally, because my race is not until October 12th, 2025. But I want to break the sub 3 hours, 45 minutes. That's my goal. My pace per mile has to average around 8 minutes and 30 seconds per mile. The goal is to increase volume. So for my weekly mileages, I gradually increase it to around 45 to 50 miles per week at peak. The last plan was a little bit more beginner friendly that I just found online, but now I'm hungry for a time. I want volume. The way my schedule works and the way my life is set up right now, 3 weekday runs, and that will include speed work, tempo work, and easy runs, and my max during the week is around 7 miles. I can do 7 miles in about an hour. There will be days that maybe I have more time and maybe I can do 8 miles or some sort. Included with those runs, I will also have one long weekend run. That long weekend run will be progressively increasing as time goes on. Other than that, also, I will be including cross training. That was something I didn't have last year as I was training for a marathon. I was just getting back into running more seriously anyways. My cross training on non-running days will include on my assault bike. There are now 4 phases of training. The first phase is all about base building, weeks 1 to week 10. For base building, the most important thing for this phase is to strengthen my aerobic base and maintain consistency, is to introduce structure workouts, tempo runs, and strides. The overall weekly mileage total is going to be around 25 to 35 miles in total for the week. Now I want to go through like a week of what a week looks like during these sort of phases. So for weeks 1 to 4, this is kind of how my week is going to be set up. Monday is going to be rest or a cross train day. Tuesday is going to be an easy run, so 6 to 7 miles at around 9 minutes 30 seconds to 10 minutes per mile. That's my easy run pace. Wednesday, it's going to be a tempo run, so it's going to be 7 miles, but 3 of those miles are going to be at a pace of 8 minutes and 30 seconds to 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Thursday is going to be a rest or strength train day or cross train day. Friday is going to be an easy run, about 6 miles or cross train. Saturday is going to be for long runs, which in this period, it's only going to be around 10 to 12 miles at an easy pace. And then Sunday is going to be rest or recovery. Weeks 1 to 4, I'm going to do that basically 4 times. Still a base building here, but weeks 5 to 10 is going to just change just a little bit. So Monday, rest or strength train still. Tuesday, it's going to be an easy run, again, 6-7 miles at an easy pace. Wednesday, it's going to be a tempo run, 7 miles. The change here is adding 1 more mile than our last couple of weeks. So the 7 miles, but 4 miles now instead of 3 are going to be at 8:30 pace. So pushing it up 1 more mile. Thursday is going to be a rest or strength train. Friday is going to be a fartlek run or a progression run of 6 to 7 miles. So more structured type of run. And then Saturday is going to be the long run day still, but now is going to be increased to run from 12 to 14 miles at a little bit of a faster pace at 9:15 to 9:30. And then Sunday is rest or recovery run, still the same, giving myself options from the 2. That will take us from week 5 to week 10 and complete our base building phase, complete phase 1. Phase 2 is all about endurance and speed. Weeks 11 to week 20. With this phase, I'm going to be increasing my mileage and my long runs. They're going to be long. Also, I'm adding in during this phase race pace runs and interval work. And the total weekly mileages is going to increase to 35 to 45 miles in a given week. This is what a week during weeks 11 to 16 is going to look like. Monday, it's going to be rest or strength train, still the same. Tuesday is going to be an interval run. So 800 meter to 1600 repeats at 7 minutes 30 seconds or 7 minutes and 45 for a total of 6 to 7 miles. Wednesday is going to be an easy run, 6 to 7 miles at a 9:30 to 10 minute pace. That's my easy pace. Thursday is going to be rest or cross train. Friday is going to be a tempo or progression run, 8 miles, and the last 4 miles is going to be at an 8:30 pace, my race pace. Then Saturday, the long run, we've increased the miles. Now we're trying to hit from 14 to 16 miles at a 9:15 pace. And then Sunday is rest. I'm doing that from weeks 11 to week 16. So week 17 to 20, the same kind of thing, but this is how the week is set up. Monday, rest or strength train. Tuesday, marathon pace run, so 7 miles at 8:30 pace. Wednesday is going to be an easy run, 6 to 7 miles at a 9:30 pace. Thursday is rest or strength train. Friday is a long tempo run, 8 to 10 miles, and the last 5 at race pace, so at 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Saturday is going to be a long run, 16 to 20 miles at a 9:15 pace. And then Sunday is going to be a rest or recovery run, 4 to 5 miles. Now, the big boy, phase 3 is peak and sharpening, weeks 21 to weeks 24. Peak mileage and the longest runs consist of 20 miles or more race pace workouts, of course, and the weekly mileage totals 45 to 50 miles a week. I don't think I've ever done that. Weeks 21 to 24. Monday, rest or cross train. Tuesday, a tempo run, 7 miles, and 5 of those miles is going to be at an 8:30 pace. Wednesday, easy run, 6 to 7 miles at an easy pace. Thursday, rest or cross train Thursday. Friday, marathon pace run, 8 miles at 8:30, 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Saturday, now the long run is 18 to 22 miles. And then Sunday, rest or recovery run. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Probably gonna choose rest Sundays in peak week. 3 times for 3 weeks. 21, 22, 23, 24. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. We'll do that for 4 weeks. Phase 4, the final phase, it's going to be weeks 25 to week 28, the taper phase. I'm going to be reducing the mileage by a little bit from peak, but still maintaining intensity. Basically focus on race preparation and also recovery. And the weekly mileage for this phase should be around 30 to 35 miles a week. This is what that is going to look like on a day-to-day for a week basis. On Monday, rest or cross train. Tuesday, easy run, 6 miles at 9:30 pace. Wednesday, tempo run, 6 to 7 miles, 3 miles at an 8:30 pace. Thursday, rest. Friday, short tempo run for 6 miles. And then Saturday, our long run gonna be from the range from 10 to 12 miles. And then Sunday, rest and recovery run. That's essentially kind of the whole plan. I also decided to research some assault bike workouts for cross training specifically. If you don't have an assault bike, if you have a real bike, or if you have different ways of cross training, or if you haven't even included cross training in your training plan, skip over this part. For the assault bike workouts, the first kind of ride is going to be a recovery ride. This is going to be low intensity from 30 to 45 minutes. Basically, it's keeping a steady and easy effort that looks like in bike terms, 50 to 60 RPMs. I just know where that number is on my machine, and if I can see that I'm staying around that, cool. But I am not a cyclist. And the overall goal with this recovery ride is to basically increase the blood flow, but also to aid in the recovery. And when I will be using this is usually the day after like a long run or a hard workout. The second ride is an aerobic endurance ride. This one is from 40 to 60 minutes. The pace is going to be at a moderate level, 60 to 70 RPMs. The structure of this workout is going to look like this: 10 minutes for a warm-up, 40 to 50 minutes at a steady pace, and then 5 minutes cool down. This run essentially is if I ever want to replace like an easy run to build cardio still with less impact on my legs. The third ride is an interval sprint workout. This is 30 minutes. The pace kind of alternates between high and low efforts. 5-minute warm up, 30-second sprints, 80 or above RPMs, and then 90 seconds easy, and repeat that 10 times, and then a 5-minute cool down. If I ever need to substitute a speed workout when I'm trying to avoid like impact on my legs, joints, or muscles, that's when I will be using this particular run. Okay, now the final type of ride is called a progressive tempo ride. This is going to be 45 minutes, and it's going to start at a moderate pace and build effort. 10-minute easy. Every 10 minutes I'm going to be increasing the intensity, and then the last 5 minutes at the threshold effort, which is around 75 to 80 RPMs, and then a 5-minute cool down. And this one essentially is going to be great for improving like sustained aerobic power. And based on when I feel like it's going to be right to use them, I've included them into the certain phases, the certain weeks. I just know that it's gonna help me with this training block and to achieve my goal. So that's my whole training plan, how I'm gonna try to achieve my goal this October. Listen, I'm still very new to this. I'm still learning as I go, and I built this plan specifically tailored to what I learned running last year and training for it last year. So do I have all the answers? No. Will I give you all the answers once I feel like I figured it out? Yes. So that's a plus side. I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm gonna share my failures. I'm gonna share my wins. I'm gonna share things that I learn as I progress in this and as I keep documenting my journey when it comes to this stuff. But I would love for us to get better together. That's so much. That's so cool. That's so much fun. And please, if you have more information than me, if you're more experienced in this field, correct me on things in the comments, or give me more tips that I feel like it's going to be necessary for me during this journey. I always appreciate them, and I will always look into them and apply them to my current training. The goal is to be consistently good and occasionally great. The majority of the time, it's going to suck. That's all from me. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Stay safe, always do what you love, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.